Greetings and salutations, universe. I'm Krita, and this is Feed the Beast Interactions. Oh yes, in the last episode, we got to doing some fun stuff with machines, particularly making the electric blast furnace, and I thought that's all we needed to progress into MV. But, alas, we have a slight pickle. What we need is gallium. For gallium, well, we really need a few different things. We need either some zinc, which is in the nether, we need some bauxite, which is in the nether, or we need some spherolite, which I think there's a tiny bit maybe in the overworld, but it's almost impossible to find. Otherwise, it's in the nether. So we need to go to the nether. Yes. I don't want to do that yet. So, just like the plan was, we're going to do a little bit of logistics pipes today, and also look at some other things, like what I'm looking at, this chemical bath, which is making crystallized canola seeds. I was looking around at chickens. I'm always looking for a new chicken to have, and I saw that we have all these things, except this. So, mineral resin, I just centrifuged some crystals, which are some extracted wood. Super easy. It also gave us a few little extra things in the form of carbon, plant balls, and methane. I might look into methane. That could be a little bit interesting. Maybe that's an easy source of energy. It would require a whole nother setup, but it's a possibility. But once we have 64 of these, we can make another chicken. Another thing which I have to really go into is what you see here. We need a very particular crystal or gem, and we need the white one, the fungatum. The fungatum allows us to make a cheater's thaumonomicon, which we need to unlock the easier way, pretty much the entire thaumonomicon. It gives us a cheater one, like I said, and that will unlock all the things we need. But what we really need is liquid death. This allows us to make the portal for the nether. So it's pretty important that we get to this. I'm not very good at Thaumcraft research. And also, if it has a creative cheater's thaumonomicon that unlocks literally everything at maximum efficiency, like it just go boom, done. It is, everything's researched. I feel that is the way to go. So this is one of the things we need for that, and there's a few other things, but what I really want to focus on is logistics pipes. We need to start being able to automate everything, particularly our assembler, which has all sorts of random stuff in it. And to do that, we need diamonds. And we have the capability to make diamonds. So we might have to make some diamonds. It is the raw advanced chip. We need to toss that in an alloy smelter with this basic chip, which is just some alloys and some vacuum tubes. No big deal. But the diamonds. We have a few options. We can either sift the purified diamond ore, which is a reasonable option. We get a whole bunch via that method. Or we can autoclave diamond dust. We'll get perfect diamonds from that because we have the liquid starlight. No big deal. We can't quite do this yet. I don't think so. Yeah, no, we can't do that. Forge hammer. Yeah, we can take some of our other stuff and turn it into it. The other thing that diamonds will give us is the time in a bottle. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to set up a system that is dedicated to sifting. So after looking at the diamond ore, I'm going to make it as short a path as possible while getting the most diamonds. The only off product it gives us is graphite, and we're pretty close to a graphite chicken. We have graphite ore. It's not a concern right now. So Soon, we'll have 4 stacks of diamonds, and we'll be able to dive right in to logistics pipes. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide. Literally, can't hide. This camera follows me anywhere. Hi! And here come our diamonds. Perfect. I already had a few, because I've been doing this. We also have the crystallized canola seeds. Let's see if we can just get that done real quick, right? Mixer, what do we need in there? 2 starlight, that might be possible. Some infinity dust, a smart chicken. Let's see if we can just get that right now. It should be okay. We can sneak, you know, 1, 2 buckets, no problem. Bucket, 64 of that, a smart chicken, and the super dusty dust. Where's the soup? Do I have some super dusty dust? I do. Always good to have super dusty dust. Smart chicken, please and thank you. And now we'll have canola. Not sure what we'll do with that. There's probably some awesome system that we can make that makes this totally worth it. But I'm pretty excited. Are you excited? Logistics pipes are soon. We've got diamonds. And if we have diamonds, that means time in a bottle. Woohoo! Oh yeah! I believe that is the one we want. It's sparkling and it's not blue or red. Let's see. Fen got 'em. Perfect. We'll also grab this aqua one and this aqua one, and these will continue to grow. I don't believe I mentioned how we got that, but I just take, let's see, how many did I get? We take some of this starlight here. You just pour it in a spot. Not entirely sure where it needs to be. I just tried it here, and those are architecture slabs, so they kind of have an access to the sky. And you find some glowstone, which we already talked about. Just do the special product producing on the redstone down here. So we have lots of glowstone, and then you need the rock crystals from the mining those very special rare spots in the ground. I like to hold shift and find some really bad ones. So like purity is crap and all that stuff, size is low. And I just pick my worst gems. So these ones that I have left are above 200, and these ones are under 200. You toss one of these in the spots with a piece of glowstone, and you'll know it works if you see the particle effects with the yellow. I'm not sure if I'll need all these, but you know, more won't hurt. And in a little bit, that'll turn into one of these little clusters, and it'll grow and change over time. For a little while they were red, and then they changed back to these normal ones. I have absolutely no idea how it works at all. No. So let's talk about logistics pipes, right? That's the goal of this episode, is to get just our feet a little bit wet in logistics pipes. What we need for that is specifically the power junction. This is going to get us power into our system, and to make it, it's not so bad, but we do need some casings, and it uses an alloy smelter. Unfortunately, I need an actual alloy smelter, so I made one. No big deal. Put in some machine casings, not the hulls, so it's not electrified yet. Toss on some alloy foil, and Bob's your uncle. No problem at all. And then we're going to need a whole bunch of things. Specifically, the request table, eventually. Right? That's going to take some little extra spicy stuff. But the absolute first thing that we're going to need is the power junction. So let's take a look at what we need for that. We're going to need some gold plates and to make the redstone thingamabobbers. And a circuit. Do we have a spare circuit? No spare circuit. That's no big deal. Just make a few more. Boom. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna need a ton more. I need to get to the MV age so that we can actually get a better circuitry system going. But it'll do for right now. Grab that and come over here. Let's see, we got glass. We got a whole bunch of random crap in here. Let's see if we can expedite the removal of that to be able to put in redstone, that guy, and that guy. And now that's going to make us the power junction box. Let's take a look at what we have in terms of quests. Where are the quests, right? Here they are. Power junction box. This is going to give us a whole bunch of stuff, including some basic logistics pipes, some nice little pipe controlling systems, a CEU, which is going to be able to convert our GregTech energy to FE, and I hope that FE will be able to pump into the power junction box, right? Whoa, wrong machine. There we go. Whew. A logistics nightmare. This is about to get real fun. Just accept all the things and have pretty much a totally full and stuffed inventory with stuff that I really don't need, but that's okay. No big deal. Redstone, red alloy ingots are going to be so critical to this, so I'll probably set up a more specific system for it, but that's no big deal. Can we get a little bit more organized in the inventory area, please? Please? Oh, it's so much stuff. I even have like liquid starlight in here because it seems to be so useful to pretty much everything that we do. Oh, let's see. What is next? Logistics program compiler. For that we need the program controller? Program. Yeah, we're gonna need this compiler, and that needs a basic chip, vacuum tube, and some alloy wire, right? This gets very, very involved very rapidly, right? Did that need the full tube or just the vacuum tube? Okay, the actual thing. There's the extras that we're going to need along with that. I hope that was the right thing right there. Alloy wire, vacuum tube. Perfect. Whew. And then we need to toss some diamonds on that for the advanced chip. Yeah. Let's just grab a few. Can you please go in a normal smelter? No, of course not. You really... This this whole system gets crazy so fast it almost hurts. But we can take this raw chip and just make some basic chips for right now. Right? The speed at which we need to get all of this automated is absurd, but it will get done. I promise you this. We're going to be having stuff flowing around in pipes, almost swimming. It's going to be wonderful. But we have to slog through the trickiness that is the introduction to these pipes. And it's a hassle. It really is. Let's take a look. Let's see. Redstone. There it is. Put away some clouds. We don't need clouds. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Glass ingot. Come on. Get to giving me proper vacuum tubes, please. We need more. A boat. We don't need a boat. Put it away. There we go. A little bit more inventory space. We need some iron. We need some lapis. And that should be enough to make the program controller or compiler. And then we need a whole bunch of these fellas. Why? Why do you do this to us? I'm gonna get everything we need real quick. I'm gonna get the simple request system. No, I'm not. we're going to get the compiler set up downstairs in just a moment. So I'm about to set this system up. And whenever I restart, these little cables just seem to not get along. I don't know why, right? They're no longer connecting to that spot. It's as if maybe I need to redo this one. I'm losing my faith and patience with Tinker tanks. It's really frustrating. Where do you get your stuff from? Right? This spot, it's the same deal. Mechanism might be a little bit better. I seem to be able to just poke those a little bit and they work, but Ender IO and Tinker tanks, they don't get along. These don't get along either, but it's easier to fix. Tinker tanks ultimately probably not going to be a permanent solution, but it just looks so cool. Like, that's a big thing of steam. Anyway, put down a steam turbine. Let's put down a CELU. That now has energy. Hopefully we can... Actually, I really want to test that without... I want to be able to test that with the actual power junction. So let's take a look at that. Do you now have RF? You do not. Does the CLU give you what you need? It does. Cool. So now we have power in our station here. All we need is that compiler. And there we go. The compiler is ready. It then needs a floppy disk. Jesus Christ. Logistics pipes is a very intensive system that getting into it feels like such a pain. A lot of people skip it entirely. Floppy disk? That's not it. Logistics thing. Quite a few people skip the entire mod because they're willing to go through the grindy crafting process. The ore is semi-automatable without it. We have a system down there that doesn't use it at all. But it's rough, to say the least. Oof. But it's so much fun. Why avoid it, right? Seeing all the items flow around is sublimely satisfying. So now that we have a floppy disk and a compiler thingamabobber, we can start unlocking the items here, right? However, it needs to be connected via logistics pipes or unrouted ones, right? Normal pipes, right? Unrouted ones, they can carry power as well. And now it's processing. Thankfully, we have the time in the bottle, so we can just speed that process up quite a bit. Yes, I've been AFK getting all this stuff together since we got diamonds for quite some time. The beauty of editing. We now have a whole bunch to unlock. I'm just going to get them all unlocked so that we can focus on what ones we need to compile onto this fellow. But the first thing that we really need to make... Well, thank you. And thank you. Oh, this book. It's worth a read. For some reason, it puts you on page 10. If you want to take a look, just pause it. I have read this. It is different to the original logistics pipes, and it's a lot of fun. I'm so hyped. This is a hype moment. We're about to get to automation on a scale that we have not had at this point, and I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. All we need to do is unlock a whole bunch of things. Be right back. We now have everything unlocked, but we also really want to be able to flash it. So everything needs to be compiled. You can focus on the exact ones you need, but I'm focusing on just getting them all so that later I don't have to do this process. All I have to do is flash. Because to flash onto this program, right, if I flash it, it's now programmed to work properly, and we can make the correct modules and correct pipes with it. But if we take this pipe, for example, this is the exact same recipe for everything, right? There's 6 different things here, though I suppose only 3 of them share the precisely same system. But this needs a supplier logistics one for that's provider and request, right? Everything is different, so we need to be able to have access to them. So that's why I'm compiling them. So our first pipe is the Mark 1. And again, you need to have chassis Mark 1 flashed onto it to make it, right? And making them slightly frustrating. I could click properly, but it's not a super big deal right now. And that completes that quest. Mark 1s, at least for me, not super useful, but you know, you need them. The other thing we need are these item sync modules. Pretty easy to craft, no big deal. You get a whole bunch of them, and these guys, thankfully, you can just chisel them. It is as easy as that. Once you have it, you have one of every type that you need. So if I need, let's say, the extractor fellow, boom, quest complete, extractor module. This will allow us to have an import chest, which will flow everything into our system. That's what it's encouraging us to do. Might do that, might not, might just grab a whole chest and have it be part of the system. Whew. But now, I think we have pretty much everything we need. We have items, item sync modules, we have chassis, we can turn that with a little bit of basic stuff into a Mark II. Yeah, super simple. I think I can set up a super rudimentary system to show us for the first episode. Can we make this real fast? Logistics pipe Mark II, request logistics pipe. It's integrated, one might say, but we can start getting a system up pretty fast. Let me see if I can get that stuff together. Oh, it's almost that time. But you know what time it is as well? We have a working proof of concept. No crafting quite yet. This is purely inventory based, and I want to show you what logistics pipes can give us. Very similar to other inventory management systems, we have on this fellow a system in which we can request anything. We want our diamonds. Diamond, we even get to see it flow down the pipe. Did you see that? Boom, diamond. Woohoo! Can I put stuff back? Not yet, I can't. Because if we reach in with a pipe manager right here, we can see that these things only have what looks to be 2 slots. So MK at logistics pipe Mark, right, has 1 module by default, so that must be like an upgrade thing. Mark 2, 2 modules. Mark 3, 3. You know, so you see where it's going. Except 5 jumps up to 8. These things do things, right? Provider provides to the system anything from this chest. If I was to put like an item sync module on this, I could send stuff back. So let's say instead of on this one I have a provider, let's put an item sync on it, and I think we have to set it to default. So now if I have, let's say I want to get rid of some stuff in my inventory, I can quick sort that and it'll figure out what way to go. Some quick notes on logistics pipes. Whenever you have an intersection, make sure you have a basic logistics pipe. Otherwise, things get hairy. Another thing is the pipe that it's pointing at is indicated with the orange, or whatever one looks special, right? All of these have orange, and that indicates that these pipes are the ones that that chassis is pointing towards. So if let's say I really want coke oven bricks, and I come over here, I'm like, well, I know it's attached to the system, and I type in coke oven, It's not there. But diamond is, right? No coke oven, nothing. If I want to change that, I would have to reach in here and figure out some way of changing it. There we go. Now, this system, this chest is here, but this one is not. So I shouldn't be able to see my rods. You know, there's a few, but not the ones in that particular chest, but now I can see the coke bricks. This is what this provides. And if there's something I really want to craft, let's see, what type of thing do I have? I finally installed an elevator. Whew. We're not going to talk about that too much, I hope. Oh, another red one. I don't know if I need that, but well, I find they're kind of pretty, so I'm going to leave those there. Right? Do we have the program? We do have this program. So let's request this over. It's going to come over. And this is going to be able to make us crafting logistics pipes. So if we have crafting, I really should have had at logistics crafting. This, no, I don't want that. I don't want this fellow. I want this one. I can right click on this and press the plus button, and it will be able to look in the inventory to see if I can get everything we need with what we have in our inventory. And we don't, because it's in my actual player's inventory, and the player's inventory cannot be viewed by this current setup. There might be a way to do it, probably not though. And now all the items show up here. Can I request it again? Right? I can't. What about +1? Oh, see, now it needs more programs, but I can click here, request another one, and this will bring me the stuff I need to make. Right? Beautiful. It's a way to get some semi-automatic crafting, and these crafting logistics pipes, well, these are how we're going to get the main source of crafting. There will be crafting modules with the chassis, so if I toss in these, we have these crafting modules. That'll be one way to do it via pipes, but then with the crafting tables, that is going to be what provides us the simple crafting. So something where we would do it in an inventory or on a crafting table. This is that with the crafting logistics pipes. And for everything else, we're going to be using the crafting module. This is about to get super complicated, but I'm super excited. This system is going to make things so much easier. I'm going to be able to view all of my inventory from this one fellow. And if I plug in another one, which I don't think I made one, right? In fact, we can tell. Let's type in request. I have one right here, and this can make a logistics pipe too, but I don't have enough to make the actual another one. Oh, that's so nice. Now, this isn't all of my stuff, but it'll get connected soon, and I could probably leave some of it up here with pipes coming through the ground. That is a valid option, which we'll explore, because this is still a nice room. I still like this room. It has all the machines which I want quick access to. You know, I want diamonds. Get me some mineral resin. This is where it's at. I forgot the canola chicken. Oh, all right, we're running late, but we can at least get him started, right? Super important. Oh, we need a duplicate of him, so we'll put him here, and let's grab a whole bunch of smart chickens, and we can do porcelain. Why not? Doesn't make a difference. Might make it a little bit faster. No, it doesn't make it faster at all. But we have something now. That is quick. In any case, in this episode, we finally got to look at logistics pipes. We're getting ready to go to the Nether. Ugh, I'm not very comfortable with that idea. So we might need to get some armor. Right now I have it hidden, but I don't have the best armor. This is just some basic stuff that got dropped by stuff. We do have aluminum, so I think we can finally make a glider. that's something we can look at. All it needs is an aluminum rod, and a glider will allow us to move around the Nether and the overworld for that matter much easier. Ah, there we go. Canola chicken. Perfect. This has been Krita. This has been Feed the Beast Interactions. I'm still having so much fun. I don't feel like it's slowing down. I'm episodes ahead. Shh. Yeah. Have a great time. Bye. Bye-bye. Woo. Bye.